Welcome back to episode 3 of Guts from Berserk, 100% completing Elden Ring while trying to make friends. In the last episode, we met a couple people at the Round Table Hold, like the Grim Reaper, and also got AIDS-infused hugs from Fia. After that, we explored Limgrave, fought some bosses,
Guts win.
realized I have a caffeine addiction, got jump scared by a dragon, tried to learn magic, befriended Blythe, as well as got scammed by Patches multiple times for
You're a fucking pants!
That pretty much covers the last episode, besides the cave diving and grave robbing, but it was all done in good fun. I'm just kind of
retarded.
Now, there are some rules for this challenge run, but rules are
Gay as fuck.
so if you want to read them, pause the video. Otherwise, let the journey continue. Back in Limgrave, we continue our journey by heading south until we reach the Floridian Peninsula, home to beautiful beaches. Humidity. Yeah, it literally never stops raining here. Ever. That thing. A castle controlled by a communist dictator. Oh, I'm not talking about this castle. I'm talking about Disney World. And even nature's most lovely creatures. Help! Like Smokey the Bear. After entering the peninsula, we find
Irina.
Yeah, the only noteworthy thing about Irina is the fact that she is disabled as fuck and cannot see anything. Somehow she still managed to write a letter, Helen Keller style, I guess, I don't know. So now we will go deliver it. We take the letter to her father at Castle Morn. He gives us a fucking stick, yes that is correct, a branch, and takes the letter.
I see.
He then proceeds to read it and completely ignore it. Flawless parenting. I will now summarize the rest of this interaction as I best remember it. Essentially, Edgar cares more about a shitty early game sword than his disabled daughter begging for his help. Clearly a man that sits with what I can only describe as a girthy power stance. Like Edgar will not change his mind, so I will bring the legendary sword to him, that way the stubborn bastard will leave. That brings us here to Mufasa the Meth Head. He loves bath salts and giving concussions. This boss is pretty easy, so the Lion King goes down after a couple hits and a hefty back shot. Now that we have the sword, we talk to Edgar again, and he finally agrees to leave. But when we go talk to Irina, it's too late. She's already dead.
Irina.
This is definitely framed as a serious moment, don't get me wrong, it is. But the developers added a text box just saying she's dead. Like, bro, I know, the CSI Dexter pool of blood right next to a lifeless body was pretty obvious. After that, I fought a My Little Brony on his horse and gave him a friendly lobotomy twice. Once I showed him that kneecaps are a privilege, I fought a tree and was reminded why I hate the environment. Before I forget, Casper the Fat-Linen Ghost showed up and led me to Smokey the Bear. Only you can subscribe. Next, we quickly take out the ancient hero of Zamora. This is pretty much all Florida has to offer, besides this cool-ass crossbow I found. So back to Stormhill to get the rest of the NPCs. First up is Alexander.
Hello? Anyone?
Alexander is currently in a step-bro, I'm stuck situation. So I help him out, and he tells us about a cool festival.
Festival of Combat is being held.
He's a party animal, I'm sure of it. I really hope none of my audience has epilepsy. Next up, we have Roderica. She mumbles something about her friends. I'm not sure. I pressed the dialogue button too fast, so I really don't know. Anyways, we grab the item she asked for, which is found here within Stormvale Castle, and give it to her.
Keepsake.
She just cries and goes to the Round Table Hold and then becomes a spirit medium. I'm leaving out some key details, but trust me, you and I both don't care. While we're here, this is
Dialos.
He's looking for some girl named Lanya and asks if I've seen her. I have only seen disabled women in schizophrenic apparitions up to this point, but I'll keep an eye out. Back in Stormhill, I buy all of the skills at the War Master Shack from Knight Bernal and notice his hand clipping through his sword. Game of the year, by the way. Continuing east, I find a dead body where an NPC is supposed to be, but just isn't. He's at the Round Table Hold. But if he was here, he would warn us of a great evil danger in Summon Water Village. This is the biggest lie in the whole game. The super deadly and dangerous encounter is the Tibia Mariner. This guy is a contender for the most boring boss in the entire game, with exciting attacks like running away and using a boat as a deadly weapon. That actually sounds super cool on paper, but in practice, not so much. After defeating him, we are rewarded with Death Root. Now this is useless until I talk to D. So back to the round table. He then monologues about,
All day I think about death.
yeah, I'm gonna paraphrase. He says to go here and talk to his boss. He marks the map, I touch the thing, we teleport, and that's Boss Man. He's the Beast Clergyman, and he gives us prizes for bringing him Death Root. Think of a fucked up Chuck E. Cheese with Death Root instead of tickets, and that's exactly what's going on. So with PTSD and prize in hand, it's time to explore the secrets of Limgrave, starting with the locked area near where we spawn. Poison and mechanized man-slaughtering chariots await as I die multiple times. Honestly, this just looks cool, so it's going in the video. I fall to go to the secret passageway, get the talisman, and triumphantly die twice, kill both of the My Chemical Romance kids, fall again and again, take an elevator, shoot this rope to drop the explosive pot on the chariot for sweet revenge. I have never done that before and it felt amazing. The boss at the bottom is boring, and I wish it wasn't a night ring. The next secret area is the graveyard underneath Stormvale Castle, where another tree spirit jump scares me. I don't like these things. Let me be clear. At the bottom we see a bloodstain that looks really familiar. It's actually Roger. He's fine though, he's just listening to Porter Robinson for the first time. Nah, he's dying. And unfortunately we can't save him, but we can be a friend and talk to him. Sometimes that's all anyone needs. Shout out Mental Health and today's sponsor, fucking nothing. Look at my sub count. We don't do sponsors here. How about a cool video of Dante and Deadpool fighting instead? I love creative freedom. And also check out my challenge runs. They're much better than this ADHD disaster. Subscribe for the next part and like if you love pizza and big swords. Peace.